Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo, what's going on, fellas? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's jump on in. Let's not waste any time this afternoon, evening, night. I don't know. What do you call it? Afternoon, evening, or night right now? 7 p.m. I never know what to call it this time. I guess I would say, I mean, some people wouldn't say it's evening, you know? I would probably say it's evening for me personally, you know? I go to bed at like right after the stream. I go to bed at like 9 o'clock every day. So I would personally say it's evening, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Is it evening, night? What is it over there? What's going on, Dan? What's going on, man? Palajic, I always love when Dan's in here, man. Mr. Hart, what's going on, buddy? I saw everyone Doom posted in the in the pregame lobby today, so you can see the title of the stream today. We got the Bitcoin Bears take over, but for how long will they hold the power? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But before we do that, let's hear from our good friend, well, some of you guys friend and some of you guys not friend. Let's hear from our good friend, Horse Guy, who he did not have the best day today. Hey, Horse Guy, you want to come on? I know you got wrecked today, man. I know you fumbled at the highs yesterday before the FOMC meeting. I told you not to do it, man. I told you to wait till after. All right. Yeah, all right. He's going to come on and tell you guys. Hold on one second. He's coming on. Hold up. Hello, guys. I really don't want to do this, but some of you guys might learn from my mistake. I fumbled at the highs. Jerome Powell is manipulating the market. The CPI print was lower. We were supposed to go up. But Jerome the gnome, he came in and wrecked me. I am wrecked. I am officially wrecked. I will never fumble again. I promise. I am going to shorts right now like Jabba. Jabba is king. I am going to shorts now. Do not be like me. Just short the market. I am going to FOMO shorts. I will be back. Thank you. Thank you, Horse Guy. So now Horse Guy will FOMO short. So will Horse Guy be on the correct side today? Well, let's talk about it, man. I don't know if he's going to be on the correct side. I don't know at this point, but we got some clues on the charts. We've been sort of slicing and dicing the last few days. We've been making some good calls over here the last few days. Let's see if we can continue the streak, shall we? Pro Design, what's up? Matty Ice. I'm glad he's trying to help us learn from his mistakes. It's the only thing you can do, at least if you are a moon boy. Let me ask you guys this before we get started today. Because, I mean, really, Bitcoin just shown. Did any of you guys buy on this wick up here? Be honest. Be honest. I have done it before. Who did it? I know a lot of people did. Who did it? Who did it? Who cannot resist themselves from the bullishness of Jerome the Gnome the Pal yesterday? I know some of you guys did. Some of you guys saw that blue vector were going, I want to buy up that blue vector, man. All right, let's jump on in. So what do we got for Bitcoin? Let's stop being weird. Let's get on track. So Bitcoin has retraced to the 0.618 Fibonacci level. Here we go. So we got the lows to the highs. Bitcoin's retraced to the 0.618. Is this the point where Bitcoin's going to come back up? Because for me personally, I sort of look at some of these, some of these time frames up here. Like look at like the 6-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame, the 8-hour time frame. They all got these big, juicy vector candles to the upside here. You see this little thing? Something tells me, and I could be totally wrong about this, but something tells me that Bitcoin, and it's might not necessarily be from this spot, but something tells me Bitcoin's going to get a spike up here at some point to come take out all the people that shorted on the FOMC meeting yesterday. Take them all out, and then the Bitcoin's going to bring it back down. So I got this little gut feeling because everyone's short right now, okay? Which we talked about. I mean, nothing really changed since 2 days ago. Everyone was both. Can I make my little rant here? And it continues to be the same narrative, okay? Every time after the CPI, everyone's bullish because inflation's coming down. Everyone's bullish until the FOMC meeting. And then the FOMC meeting, everyone gets bearish despite the fact that we already knowing what's going to happen most of the time. And then the next CPI pin, everyone's bullish. FOMC meeting, everyone bearish. It's just a constant flick between, CPI is lower. Well, look at Powell. He's hiring rates. CPI is lower. Wow, Powell's bearish. There's a constant flip between the bullish and bearish personalities over here. But I have a feeling that Bitcoin's going to get a rise up from two different levels. There's two levels I'm watching. It might not be from our current level. I'll tell you guys what I'm thinking. So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking deep down in my mind over here. Okay, I just look at this from a very basic standpoint. Okay, you can see where Bitcoin's sitting right now. It's sitting at that 0.618 retracement and this upward sloping support line. All right, very simple. We take a bounce, we take a bounce, we take a bounce, we take the deviation and then the bounce. Look where Bitcoin's sitting right now, sitting right at that trend line that's held this entire uptrend. Now, here's the deal, right? I mean, this level is the level we want to hold, but necessarily, if this does break, I've been looking for the bounce at 17K. I don't personally think, and you guys can call me crazy. That's my new favorite saying. You guys can call me crazy. Of thinking that Bitcoin's going to get a rise to the upside before it dumps again. Either from this level or from 17K. One of the two. Okay? So, I'd keep my eyes on those two levels. But I look up and I don't think that they just smack it down, man. I just don't. I don't think that. Even on this rainy, crappy day. Guys, can I tell you this?
Rant alert.
It is supposed to snow the day before Christmas Eve. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. It doesn't snow the entire month yet, okay? And the first day it's supposed to snow, according to the weather app, which I never trust anyway because the weather app is never correct. The first day it's supposed to snow is the day that I'm supposed to be either driving or the day after be driving in the ice. You can't make this shit up, man. I just wanted to rant about that a little bit because Mother Nature, I will tell you this. You are a freaking Karen. You are a freaking Karen, Mother Nature. Shut up. It is supposed to snow on Christmas. It is not Christmas unless it snows. Stop being so woke. Don't be woke. Okay? You're supposed to love snow on Christmas. It makes it Christmassy. Okay? You have no Christmas cheer. You're wearing that Christmas happy. You're not very jolly today. You're not very jolly today. Thank you. It's supposed to freaking snow on sort of the 23rd, which is ridiculous. But yeah, so I guess my point still remains. Either looking for a bounce here off this current level. If this level doesn't hold, I'm looking for a bounce off 17K. I do think you come up to take this first. Everyone's going to go short here. If I had to guess, I say it's more likely you do bounce off 17K at this point, if I'm going to guess. Just because more people are going to start FOMO shorting here. Oh, look at the stock market. It's dumping. They rise it back up, stop everyone out, and then they rise it back down. Just watch. Call me crazy. Peep it. Just peep it. Peep it when it happens, okay? So that's what we got. Other than that, man, it's a lot of the same shit. A lot of the same shiza of us just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, I will say this. We look at the DXY. Man, the freaking DXY looks more bullish than the Christmas presents under I guess under Bob's tree this year, because Bob has had the worst year. His Shiba portfolio has not done very well for him. So he's getting the most presents this year. This is looking more bullish than Bob's presents. Sorry. So big falling wedge. This looks like it's going to want to break up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens with this. So obviously, if the DXY goes up, that would mean crypto and the stock market would probably end up going down for maybe another day. And maybe that gets Bitcoin down to that 17K level. And then we can kind of reconvene from there, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. Let's see. The manipulation is outrageous. Is it? I don't know. Drop a couple lumps or coal on this Christmas hater's head. I hate snow, man. Who likes snow? Let's do a quick poll today. Because I need to know. Do you like snow? Yes or no? Do you like snow? Very straightforward question. I hate freaking snow. You know why I hate snow? Maybe I'm being the Grinch. I don't know. I hate snow because it was back in the days where I had to drive to work every day and like pretty far. And man, I hated the days where there would be 12 inches of snow. We had to go in, man. Those were the worst days. And I hate shoveling. And maybe that's me being greedy. I don't know. But I will say I'd rather not deal with snow than deal with snow, for sure. I freaking hate snow, said Lazarus. Who likes snow? To me, you're a Grinch if you wish for snow. No, that's what I think. Me personally. Denise said I hate driving in it. Tell me about it. I hate driving in it. I hate shoveling in it. I hate wearing boots. I hate my socks getting wet. I hate my hair getting wet. My beautiful, beautiful locks. Look at that. Look at the head hair. Look at the hat hair today. Oh, look at that. Look at the hat hair coming in today. Holy moly, it's squished down pretty hard. Look at that. All right, let's get back to the charts. So the big thing to watch going into tomorrow, guys. So tomorrow's Friday. Friday typically is one of those days where you can actually see some moves in the opposite direction. Hold on. Let me see this. So obviously, here's the big kicker going into tomorrow. The S&P probably closed in the worst way it probably could, in my personal opinion. If we go to the short-term time frames, look at the hourly time frame. You had this big support looking over. What the heck is going on with this? Oh, we have the magnet on. You have this big support looking all the way back over here. You actually crushed that support today and actually flipped it as resistance right at the close. So the S&P, do I want to show you guys the fractal again? I don't know. I don't know if I want to scare you guys with the fractal again. But the S&P continues to be at the big resistance. If history was to repeat, which, I mean, it has this whole bear market, you got to go with the assumption that this is going to continue to hold as resistance. So I would think best case, you sort of stumble in here for a little bit, maybe come a little bit lower, and you sort of try to hold a higher low. That's the best case. You guys know my take. I do believe that the markets are pretty much going to be sideways up until like the end of January, which is pretty brutal. Sideways slash maybe slightly down. My thinking is basically, sort of the same type of deal that we did over here, where Bitcoin kind of had this upward sloping trend line. It sort of broke down, right? Consolidated. It kind of had a little move to the upside. Call it manipulation all you want. Big move to the upside. And then sort of, people get bearish again after the FOMC meeting. You start to get and then you go sideways for 2 months. Sideways/down for 2 months. So I'm expecting, if I had to guess, this is my best guess. I expect Bitcoin to do something like this where it just kind of breaks down. Maybe it comes up, retests, but really stays in this range until the end of January. And then at the end of January, we got some cool stuff to look at today. Okay, at the end of January, that's going to be that interesting point where, based off history, okay, when has Bitcoin gotten back above the bear market support band? Or it's bear market resistance band, I should say. I guess it's the bear market support band if you want to count as resistance as support. I guess you want to do that. One of you guys asked to see the the old turn resistance into support video from back in like 2020. We can look at that if you want. But I based off history, Bitcoin should take 64 weeks to get back above the bear market resistance band. Doesn't have to. My theory is that the next CPI print will be a catalyst to get us over that. That's my theory. I don't expect it to happen before that, though. So I want to make that clear. I think the next CPI print will come in way lower than everyone expects, and that'll be the catalyst to get us over that. Just my take. Take it for what it is. You can hate the take. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But just based off all these, right? How long is Bitcoin? Bitcoin tends to front run the halving more and more every time. Doesn't mean it has to continue, but the first time took 49 weeks to get back above the bear market resistance band, right? 49 weeks. The second one, 54 weeks took it over. The third one, 59 weeks. So we add 5 each time. This one comes out to 64 weeks, and that puts you right at the end of January to get back over that. Right after the CPI print coming up in January. Makes sense to me. That's my hypothesis. Don't hate me for calling more sideways action. I mean, I am more sick of sideways than you guys. Trust me. Trust me on that one, my friends. I am more sick and sideways than you. Let me see. I love that resistance to support vid. That was a good one. Those are good ones. We'll take a look. We'll go look at the old videos today. Because honestly, I'm going to touch on a few things, but now I want to get technical here real quick, okay?
Jack, we don't want to get technical. We want to talk about food. What are you eating for dinner tonight? That's what we want to talk about. We don't give a shit about charts right now. We're bearish. We're all bearish. We get it, all right? It's boring. We get it, man.
Now, I want to look at one thing real quick, okay? And this chart was interesting. I actually saw this on Twitter today. I kind of wanted to... It was a good point. And this is an interesting way to look at this, okay? When has the Fed typically stopped rate hikes, okay? Because let's be honest, guys. Can we keep it 100 here?
Rant alert.
Can we keep it 100? I'm not going to be over here showing you Safe Moon.
Come get some Safe Moon hat.
Okay? You're not going to see that from me. Let's keep it 100. Here's the deal, okay? What matters next year is how inflation comes down and how, I guess, the Fed keeps doing their shit, right? That's really what matters next year. Let's take a look at this real quick. When has the Fed stopped rate hikes? Okay? When has the Fed stopped rate hikes? The Fed in the last, at least since we have data for this, so at least back till 1989, the Fed has stopped rate hikes, okay? When the Fed rate gets above the 2-year bonds, right? And I went back and fact checked it. I was like, I don't really believe this. I don't believe this. That's too good to be true. That makes it almost too easy. Well, I went back and looked, and obviously we know we got a 0.5 increase, so we're actually at 4.78, right? So we're right above that, right above this. John, I love you, man. John, I love you, man. So, right here, 4.25. Where is the government bonds right now? 2-year government bonds. that is sitting or was sitting at the peaks at 4.4. Is now sitting at 4.25. Ding, ding, ding. That's exactly where we got the rate hikes to. Now, this doesn't mean this can't continue up, trust me, but usually this actually peaks out before this the Fed funds rate peaks out. We go back to 2018, okay, 2018, we go right here. Where did the government bonds peak, or I guess, where did the Fed fund rate peak out? 2.4. Where did the two-year government bonds peak out? They peaked out at about 2.8, but it started coming down at 2.4, and that's when they stopped. Okay, you come back up here. When did this one pop out? This one topped out right here at 5.2, and that 2-year looks like it topped out at 5.2. Right, so you'll notice that we're getting to that interesting point, and I guess my point with this is, sort of in the past, when the Fed funds rate reaches the 2-year government bond, that's when they usually stop the rate hikes. Now, doesn't mean it can't continue up, but it's sort of, I think there's a good case that they do 25 in February, and then they could stop after that. There's a good case for that. There's a really good case for that, man. So let's see what we got. Just wanted to show you guys the sort of history for that, though. There's a really good case for that. But that means we're not out of the woods yet. we still got some things to sort of go through here, and that's probably only if inflation continues down. Only if inflation continues down, which we've been on a pretty good track. I will say that. I will say that. You know. Hold on. Where is he? Where is he? A pretty good track. All of us over here are talking about. So now 7% inflation is a good track. Oh man, the world's going to shit next year. It is absolutely going to shit. Everyone in the world knows it. It's still going to happen though. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, it's totally going to happen, man. Totally going to happen. Everyone expects the same thing, but it's going to happen, man. That's the echo chamber guy. That is the echo chamber guy. Okay, if you guys didn't know who that was, he basically just says what everyone says and just he doesn't do his due diligence. Just repeats what everyone says, basically. So what you're saying is the bull market is back. No, the bull market's not back. I think we grind this out for another at least 2 months, in my opinion, and that's super boring. But that's just based off of what we've sort of done in the past and what I expect from the Fed. Now, this is just my opinion, and this is just me doing my own due diligence and not listening to what Twitter says over and over again. You know, but hey, that's where we're at. And typically, we know that markets do dump when the Fed pivots. So just because that the Fed funds rate stops, right, does not mean that the dumps are over. So always remember that too. Though I will argue this time is a little bit different because we've already dumped in the 2008 and 2000. What's happened? We actually started dumping when the Fed pivoted. This time we've already dumped. So it's so much shenanigans going on now. It's just crazy. It's just crazy what we got going on right now. I'm just sort of spitballing it here. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat, man. Jesus, put him back in that chamber and toss it in the bay. That thing would scare. Imagine going up to kids and saying, "Hi, kids," with that thing on. Holy Lord. Holy absolute Lord. All right. I mean, I guess we look where Bitcoin's at the end of the day. I told you what I expect. I mean, in reality, kind of, I was sort of expecting 18,500. We went to 18,400. I wasn't really expecting anything higher than that, right? And I sort of said, okay, unless Bitcoin breaks 19K, there ain't nothing to get bullish about. I still remain the same, okay? If for whatever reason Bitcoin can get a little momentum for some reason and get back above 19K, all right, we can start talking some bullish stuff. But until that happens, there really ain't nothing to talk about that's really seriously bullish here. We got to get back above those previous lows. All right. Now, let me see this poll, by the way. Do you like snow? 60% said yes. Oh my freaking God, man. All right, I'm pulling out Savvy. Savvy's doing TA on snow real quick. What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Yeah, man, I'm super, super bearish on snow. Want to do some TA on snow? Let me draw some. Okay, you notice how snow goes down? Well, simply, snow is bearish. You know why snow is bearish? It's just an Elliott wave to the downside, my friends. You get a move up, 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave, 4 wave, and you complete with the 5 wave of hitting the ground. There is nothing bearish about snow. Get over yourselves, okay? The only people who like snow are the people that don't have to deal with the snow. The people that don't have to drive through the snow. The people that don't have to do anything with the snow. Those are the only people that like snow. If you have to deal with snow in any type of way, it's bearish, okay? Amazon, same type of chart. This is going to zero. Snow is extremely bearish, my friends, okay? Just putting that out there. All right, I'm out. Savvy's out. I'll do some Litecoin TA tomorrow. Later. Thank you. Yeah, guys, I'm still savvy. There ain't nothing bullish about snow. I'll tell you that right now. There ain't nothing bullish about it. All right. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I mean, the one thing that gets my head scratching a little bit, I will say, the one thing that gets my head scratching, you know, just a tad, is this daily vector up here that still hasn't been taken. Now, that doesn't have to be taken now, but I mean, I sort of looked through this bear market, and I noticed that everyone that you don't expect to get taken actually gets taken out. Like this one right here, up that spanned like 25K. Down here, it was bearish central, man. There's no way. That's no way. Somehow, some way, the market came up and tagged that one. This one right here. You guys remember this one? Everyone and the mother so bearish right here. Somehow, some way, the market came back up to take that one before dumping again. This one's just staring at me in the face, right? As much as I want to say, okay, I think Bitcoin's going sideways and down the next couple months, which I personally think that happens. This one still stares me in the face and says, hey, come get me. Come get me. There's a lot of liquidity up here. You're going to leave that liquidity, you idiot? Right? It's sort of staring me in the face. And I don't know. I also wouldn't be shocked because I also think today was a little bit overreaction. I'm going to be honest. I think today with the markets was a complete overreaction. Now, doesn't mean we have to necessarily pump, but the fact that the stock market dumped 3% today off really nothing changing, right? Everyone was bullish 2 days ago. And now everyone's bearish when in reality, we had some good things happen, right? We had a lower CPI print. We had a 50 basis point rate hike, which is the first decrease this whole year. And we had Powell say the same thing he always does. There was nothing bad in any of that. The market overreacted a little bit. So I could see the standpoint where everyone's overreacting a little bit right now. And sort of see that scenario where Bitcoin actually does come up and take that vector candle. I'm going to be honest. And is that my base case? No, but I will have a plan if that does make itself available. You know, so just remember that that's there. You know, and if we flip the chart upside down, which I always like to do sometimes, if we flip the chart upside down, where would we think this chart is going? You know, and I always like to do this to sort of, okay, if I think the market's going to dump, let me flip it upside down and see if it changes my mind. If you saw this chart right here, which way would you think the market was going? Well, let's be honest with ourselves. This is on the daily chart. This ain't no small time frames here. Where would you think the market was going if you saw this chart? Yeah, you fools, 21K. Yeah. You fools, 21K. Well, it's still holding 17K. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I think Bitcoin's actually going to bounce off of at least 17K. I don't think it drops below 17K. I think it'll bounce before that. Or 17K and below, basically. Let's see. Clint coming in. Can you do this, Jordan? Take 400 this and super chat for a Christmas giveaway on Discord. Post anything within 10 minutes in Discord after stream tonight. Hey, hold on. Post anything within 10 minutes in Discord after stream tonight, and first like or thumb gets First like or thumb gets the $400. Wait, hold up. Post anything that doesn't. We can do it. We can definitely do that. I'm just confused about this contest. Post anything within 10 minutes in Discord after stream tonight. And the first like or thumbs up. Oh, I see. I have to magically appear, and then the first one who likes it gets it. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good take. That's definitely a pretty good take. Let's do it. Let's definitely. Let's do it. Let's do it. Screw it. All right. Does anyone got a Discord link? Can anyone post a Discord link in the chat? Fuck yeah. Let's do it, man. My ramen is fire. Ramen. I can't even afford ramen. I'm eating rice. Rice-shaped. No, not rice-shaped. Chicken wing. Chicken wing shaped rice. That's what we're doing right now. We could definitely do that. Let's see. Clint paid himself. Imagine if Clint wins. All right, there you go. B-Water got the link. There we go. Get in there. And the first one, if you join the Discord, get in there. I'm going to go in there after the stream at a mystery time. You won't know when I'm in there. You have no idea when I go in there. But I will post something random tonight. The first one who hits an emoji on there, or a like, whatever it is, will win. Okay? I like that. I like that a lot. Because you won't know when I'm coming in hot. It could be any time. So make sure you get in the Discord. All right. Anyways, we look at this chart for Bitcoin. Would we be bullish or bearish? Let me see what you guys said up here. Let me see what you guys said. You guys would think it's breaking up. Of course, because you know it's upside down. If I didn't tell you what kind of chart this is, I guess that kind of defeats the purpose because you know what kind of chart it is. Let me do this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Well, we're gonna just ignore that point I was trying to make. But yeah, I guess let's see what we got. I mean, Bitcoin's still on support at the moment. It's on sort of the, I wouldn't call it on life support. I do think it was a slight overreaction in the market today. I do. Nothing really changed at the end of the day. Let's look at some other stuff. Let's go over here to. Let's do this. Let's see. You look like the type that washes their chicken. Oh, I don't wash anything, man. I don't wash anything that I cook. I don't wash anything. Why? You cook it, it burns off the germs, man. Anyone who washes their food before they cooks it, like, what kind of serial killer are you? Just put it on the damn thing. It's going to cook off. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't wash it. Who washes it? Did they wash food back in the old days? No. They didn't do that. Okay? They ate that shit after they cooked it. They took that raw wolf that they just hunted. They cooked it and they ate that shit. They weren't washing it. I'm guessing it's the contest channel. Oh, Eddie, it could. I'll do it in the general chat. Just make sure you're in the general chat in the Discord. All right. So total market cap. This is the chart that has been giving me nightmares. Not actually. I'm being a little dramatic. Hasn't been giving me nightmares, but tells me that we really haven't gotten anywhere, right? What have we been consistently saying? We want to get back above. You got support. Okay? You want to get back above this previous support and not flip it as resistance. Just like we used to say back in the day. We're flipping old support into new resistance. And that's when I'm in doubt of the crypto market, I love to look at the total market cap chart. This one right here tells me that at least at the moment, this could change, but at least at the moment, there ain't no momentum to really break us through this level, at least at the moment. So I guess same type of deal until we see Bitcoin break above 19K. It's sort of the same thing with this. We sort of wicked off this week and just haven't seen the momentum just yet. Not yet. If we get over this, as soon as we get over this, we'll be looking at this as a deviation. Low, deviation low. You reclaim, you hold, bang. We're back in business here. But until we do that, a lot of the same scheisse. Anderson said, tell us if we're going to dump. It could tell you we're going to dump. It also could tell you that we could just hang out in this range for quite a bit. Back down here, you know. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. 17,386. Holy moly. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Keith coming in. Keith, what's going on, man? Keith coming in with the $100 super chat. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks. That's for being here, Jordan. What's going on, Keith? We ain't going anywhere any day, okay? We will get through this bear market together. However long it takes. However long it takes, we will be here. Keeps you sort of in the market, you know? Keith coming in hot though. Come on, Keith. Bitcoin ain't pumping, but Keith is pumping this Christmas. Holy Lord. And I can't say Clint, obviously, too. I forgot to play the pump song for Clint. How could I ever forget the pump song for Clint? He's just such a cheery guy. Look at him. Bitcoin's going down, idiots! Just Clint every day. Clint! My name's Clint. Bitcoin's going down. I called it here. Recession in 2023. All right? I sold the lows. Oh, Lord. Clint, I love you, man. I'm just kidding. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Really nothing going on for Bitcoin at the moment. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. I'm stop loss apathetic. Who cares? I'm just going to check out for a year. Yeah, it seems to be the common denominator there is to check out for the year. You could do that. I always like to say, though, if you're going to check out, just at least make sure you're every now and then paying attention, because if I know anything about crypto, okay, you can look away for a couple months and just completely check out, and in that couple months span, you can you can regret not checking the price. You know, I know no one wants to check out the price, and it seems impossible that the price can move anywhere. I will remind you that yes, the things look grim right now. Okay, they don't look the best, but that can change very, very freaking quickly. Especially if this keeps going down at the pace that it's at. Okay, you see this? Inflation has gone down according to this. I mean, I look at like prices of things and I don't see the decrease in inflation, but I guess that's sort of a lagging indicator. But according to this, inflation has come down about 50% since March. If this keeps coming down at this pace, and especially in January, February, in March, before that March FOMC meeting, if there's 3 more CPI prints that come in lower, and for whatever reason by March we can get inflation down to like 4%, or maybe not 4%, but maybe like 4 to 5%, I think the markets could bounce back relatively quicker than people think. I will say that. But that's besides the point. If you check out of the market, which I know a lot of people are going to be doing, okay, just remember, when things look grim, things can look really, really ungrim really fast. This is on the, let's just go to the monthly time frame real quick, okay? We know how fast time goes by. I bet a lot of people checked out right here, okay? And if they didn't check price for 3 months, okay, if price was at 32K, 3,200, it was like, I'm going to check out for a few months. I'm going to check out. It's over. It's right around the same time we're at now, right? When was the bottom in 2018? December 2018. We're in December 2022. Maybe the 4-year cycle doesn't play out. Maybe it does. That was around this time. If you checked out during this time, let's say you were paying attention for a little bit, right? You checked out in February, or you checked out in January, February. If you checked out for 3 months, you come back, you check the price, you're like, holy shit, it's 9K. What the hell happened? If you did that in March of 2020, oh, pandemic. Oh, it's over, man. 3K. It's over, man. If you checked out for 3 months, price was back up at 10K. And you would have been like, what the hell, man? What the hell is this? Why did I check out? It doesn't always have to happen like that. There could be times you check out and you don't stay. That doesn't happen. You can come back in 3 months and the price could be lower than we are now. Who the hell knows? Like down here, if you checked out down here, you know what's very interesting? And this doesn't really necessarily have to happen again, right? The markets are so much different now, right? Stock market's in a bear market. What's so different, like so interesting, is the markets always tend to sort of bottom in January, right? And in January 2015, we had that, right? In December of 2018, January of 2019 was the lowest monthly close. You notice this? January 2015, January 2019. It's a coincidence that January is coming up now. And I'm going on vacation in January. Maybe it's all makes sense now. Maybe it all makes sense. I don't know. But interesting. Let's see. A lot of interesting things going on, man. 2023, I think, is going to be a very interesting year, one way or the other. Either the herd is going to be correct, the news calling recession, this, that. Either everyone's going to be correct and sort of you go into a recession and it's, I guess, not the best year, or the opposite happens and it's going to be an interesting year. I think either way, I do think that maybe January is kind of boring, but I do think as we get into like the middle of next year, I don't think it's going to be very boring, man. I think there's going to be an interesting turning point one way or the other. And I'm excited for it because honestly, 2022 has been an absolute freaking 2022 has been a grind of a year. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a grind, especially if you're someone who loves crypto and stuff like that. It's been an absolute grind, man. But I mean, we got through this whole year. I can't believe this whole year went by like that. It's absolutely nuts. I can remember last year around this time. It doesn't seem like it was a year ago. But, man, it's been a grind this whole year. It really has. Just sort of grinding down. But here we are. And I will say that most people will check out of crypto by now, and most people won't be back until it's too late next time. If you're still here at this point, I think, your portfolio might be down a little bit. But what I will say is that you are one step ahead of people who are not in the market, in my personal opinion. Why? Because you're in the market. And most people don't get into the market until they're too late. So I will say it doesn't seem like it now. It might seem like your world's fallen and stuff like that, but the market will bounce back. Greed always comes back into the markets. Who knows when it comes back? But greed always comes back. Shit show crown world. Oh, the last 3 years in this world have been an absolute clown show, especially in the U.S. The U.S. is an absolute clown show of a country at this point. Clown show. I'm not going to get into politics, but I can get into that. I'm not going to get too into that because that's a different story. This is not a politics channel, Jordan. The wokeness of the world now is ridiculous. The absolute softness of the world is ridiculous. It's that's all I gotta say. Anyways, what do we got for Bitcoin? 17,399. Still just chilling like a villain. I'm still here, but I'm just lazy to sell. You're just lazy. You're like, I'm just gonna. That's like Bob.
Yeah, I mean, I could sell, but that's a lot of work. I don't remember my password to Robinhood. I would have to literally press forget password. I would have to open up my email. I would have to copy the authentication code. I would have to paste it in the app. I would have to go to the coins I own one by one and sell all of them. That's so much friggin' work, man. Oh my God. And what am I supposed to do when I want to buy? Buy them all again one by one? Like, who has the time for that? Too busy watching around the blockchain. Like, no one's got time to do that. The damn recession's coming up. I got too much to work with. I'm too stressed out already.
Oh, Leroy, what's going on? Leroy said, I am laughing. Why did you just say LOL? He said, I am laughing. Oh, man. Most people would just say LOL or haha. He literally said, I am laughing. That's the best. I've never seen that before. Leroy, that's awesome. You make me laugh, dude. That's awesome. Be right back. Man. Chewy said, all right, I can't say I'm still sitting on the pot. Got to get back to the little ones. Chewy. Man, Chewy. I hope your bottom call is going to still be correct, man. Chewy's been the only one who's called the bottom at this point. Even though we don't know, we don't know it's the bottom, but Chewy's been the only one. I will say that. If this ends up being the bottom, Chewy, we all deserve to give Chewy an award. Okay, we do. David said, can't wait for the video of the guy kicking the bear in the nuts when we get back to all-time high. We can do it now, even though, I guess you might call me a little bearish at the current moment, but I guess I'll kick myself in the nuts. There we go. Should we do it again? You guys all want to kick me in the nuts. Boom! There we go. Drunk Bear said 7K. Drunk Bear, you are sticking to that. You are sticking to that price target. I love it, Drunk Bear. Drunk Bear is so confident. He's been sticking to that price target all year. Got to give him credit. He's been killing it. All right, what else we got? ETH. What do we got on Ethereum? Anything juicy? I mean, ETH got the nice deviation high. We love the deviations. You got one. Whoops. What are we doing here, Jordan? We got one peak, we got two peaks, we got three peaks, we got four peaks, we got the deviation. We got the pullback into the range. So now ETH is back in that boring range that it was in for a month. Actually, not a month, like 2 weeks. So we're back in that range. I guess, the way I sort of look at it is, either we bounce from this level, if Bitcoin goes to 17,000, which I still think is the move here. I still think you see 17K, and then we sort of go up for the stop hunt. 17K stop hunt. I got to think that ETH does something similar. All right, ETH makes its way back down. Bounces off the support. This is when everyone gets super bearish right here. Where you got previous resistance, previous support. You flip that as support again. You come up, you stop hunt all these mofos who get bearish at support. They get bullish. And we kind of just range it out until January. Pretty much what I expect to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, it's been a ranging market for 6 months. Who's to say it's going to change, right? I think the bulls and the bears right now are getting ahead of themselves. I don't think you're going to see 14K in the next 2 months, and I don't think you're going to see 20K in the next 2 months. Just my take. You can hate me for it. That's just me. I think we are not officially in crab. We've been in crab mode. And crab mode will continue in the cryptoverse. Unless some major catalyst comes on, unless regulation comes on and we get freaking kaput to the downside, or XRP loses the case or some shit like that. I don't know. What happened to the SEC? The SEC case was supposed to be settled today. What happened to that? Charles Hoskinson not coming through. Freaking Charles, man. Charles freaking Hoskinson. Where is he? Where's Charles when you need him? I don't know where Charles is there. What's going on, guys? It's Crypto Rover. I'm super bullish right now. I'm super bullish. Yeah, I am super excited. Charles Hoskinson said the SEC case is going to be settled today. I totally believe him. I am super excited for Bitcoin's next major price target that we see here, guys. Oh my God, look at Bitcoin. It is absolutely getting a monumental move up to the upside. I am super bullish on Bitcoin. That guy, man. That guy's voice. Holy moly. He is more annoying voice than me. Shit, man. All right, let's stop being weird here. Let's stop being weird. I guess sort of we wait, right? You got my bigger picture hasn't changed. I think at this point we wait for at least another month of sideways. We wait to reclaim the bear market resistance band. We wait for the 2-week MACD to flip, which we sort of planned this out, right? If we were going to go sideways for the next, let's say sideways, even if you go slightly lower or slightly higher, it's going to do the same trajectory. If you were to sort of, plan this out of when this flip would be, and this would happen only if you don't see like some type of major capitulation event. Okay, bless you. Whenever Bitcoin's gotten this flip, it's been super bullish for Bitcoin. So we look at when that could flip. That puts it, if we remain the same pace we're at now, in sort of the middle of February. You know what I mean? So once again, those are the two things I'm waiting for. Reclaiming the bear market resistance band and waiting for the 2-week MACD to flip, which, based on the current trajectory, should happen by the end of January and then sort of the middle of February. So that's about where we're at the current moment, man. I think the market's going to keep putting everyone to sleep. All right? I mean, at this point, everyone's sleeping right now. Look at the market right now. Look at everyone right now. Bullish. Plan B fractal. Stock to flow. I am George. I took down SBF. I'm crypto's hero. I lost so much weight. I don't want to fight anymore. This market sucks. My pecker's big. Everyone's sleeping, including me. Put the hat. Come on, hat. And to put everything into perspective. To put everything into perspective, it's also Christmas, So are a lot of the only big traders, right? Are a lot of the only big traders? I guess I'm not talking this correctly. Are a lot of big traders going to be trading during Christmas? No. I mean, I bet most of them take the Christmas week off, and they probably take off up until New Year's Eve. So that's just another reason not to expect any volatility, right? What big trader is going to be trading from the 23rd to the 1st? You know what I mean? Probably most people aren't going to be trading, right? I'm not a big trader, you know what I'm saying? But even I probably won't be looking at charts too much during that week. You know what I mean? I probably won't be looking at charts too much during that week. So it's one of those things. It's like, I'm actually curious. What has Bitcoin done at the end of the year? Well, let's go back in time. I'm pretty sure 2021. Let's see at the end of the year. Oh, I guess I kind of take that back. If you actually look at the end of 2021, from Christmas Eve until New Year's, so you kind of you were flat until the 28th, but from the 28th to the 1st was kind of a doozy. You got to drop from 50K down to like 45K. Maybe that's not that much of a doozy, but you actually kind of had a little bit of a dump in 2021. In 2020, let me look at 2020. 2020 during Christmas, just for fun, man. Let's see. 2020. Holy moly, man! It's taking me forever to find 2020. I forgot. It's so far back. I remember when we used to look at these charts and like this high used to be so close. Now you have to scroll so far to the left. Let's see. December. Let's go all the way back in time here. Let's see. I mean, I guess I'm totally wrong. It seems like you get more volatility during the holidays. Look at this. Christmas Eve 2020 was started right here. Up until New Year's, you pumped from 23K to 29K in 5 days. So a lot of people were trading right there. Holy shit. So in 2021, we dumped a lot. In 2020, we pumped a lot. Let's look at one more year, just for fun. Let's look at 2019 during the holidays. Let's see. Let's go back in time. 2019 in December. If I remember correctly, that was a bearish time. Let's see. December 2020 was right here. So from Christmas, this time was pretty boring. This one was pretty boring. 25th to the 1st. Yeah, you pretty much went sideways right there. Let's just do every year since inception. Let's do it, man. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Let's do this. Yeah, so a week, you pretty much went sideways. Guess you had a decent-sized dump, but you know what's funny? Back in the days, we thought a dump from 7,200 to 6,900 was a lot. Nowadays, we'd laugh at that. Let's do one more year for fun. Because we know what 2018, I think, was the big dump. The big dumparoo. Let's go all the way back to 2018. One more year, man. This is fun. I guess this is more fun than looking at the current. Who thinks this is more fun than looking at current price action? This is more fun for me. Trust me. Let's look. So Christmas started here. We started at 4K. And then we went up until New Year's. We were ended at 3,800. So we went sideways here. So we have two sideways, one massive pump, one massive dump. So let's do fuck it. Let's do one more year. Why not? Because we're sort of at a crossroads here. You know? Let's do one more year. Where we at? Just 2018? Yeah. 2018. Let's go back to Christmas time. Oh, shit. Hold up. Oh, don't tell me I have to go all the way back. Okay, we're good. Let's see. So Christmas was here at like 13,500. And New Year's was here. We pumped and dumped. We actually had some volatility. You know what I'll say, though? There's not really a consensus. But what I'll say is, so basically you pumped and dumped. You went sideways twice. You pumped once and you went down once. It's almost exactly 50-50. But what I'll say is, though the common misconception, and even I just said that, and this is why I like to go back and fact check stuff. I thought during the holidays people weren't trading. I look at this. That's actually some of the biggest moves in Bitcoin's history was at the end of December. So I am totally wrong. Holy moly, man. I guess I should say, don't be under the assumption that there won't be any volatility in Christmas, because based off of, especially the last two, there has been some absolute massive moves during Christmas time. I am totally wrong. Totally wrong. Holy crap. Man, I was active in all these stages of the chart. Were you, Hamilton? Were you? Fun. Let's see. November 2020 was my first crypto purchase. November 2020? November 2020. So that was like at like 19K. Let me ask you over in the chat. When was everyone's first purchase of Bitcoin? Let me ask you guys in the chat. Be honest. Actually, no. You get, because this is a pointless question. I guess I should. This is a poll is a better way to do this. You don't need to tell me that. You don't need to tell me that. I guess I should do it in a more anonymous way, like a poll. Let's do a poll. Why not, for fun? When did you purchase? Let's see. When did you purchase your first BTC? Let's do this. Let's do, I only got 4 choices though. This is kind of dumb. Let's do 2022. I always like to do this because I always like to see who's left. Like, do we have OGs left? Do we have newbies left? Who's left? 2022, 2021. Let's do 2020. Let's do pre-2019. Let's do that. Pretty simple. Pretty simple poll. See where everyone's at. See where everyone's at. Let's see. Mostly 2021s. I mean, and this is sort of my point, is why it's like, make sure you're, even if you took everything out of crypto, make sure you're paying attention. The chat, and I bet that this poll will be a perfect representation of why you want to pay attention, because if you stop paying attention, you might not think it, but you got to pay attention when it's too late. You know, so even if you sold out, even if you say, you know what, I'm not going to pay attention, I'm not going to be that active in crypto at the moment. Just make sure you're paying attention to at least to the price of Bitcoin, because it could be quick, man. It could be quick. I remember personally, I was making videos back here, and I did not think Bitcoin was going to go up like this. This was a pretty nuts time, to be honest. I remember making videos around this time, and like the market was still pretty bearish, right? That was right after the pandemic. Yes, there was money printing, but most people didn't. We're like, oh, we're super, super bearish, especially on this monthly candle right here. I should say on this dip right here. People were saying, oh, this was just a little fake out. We're going back down to 3K to make a double bottom. That's what a lot of people were saying back then. Savvy. And then, right, all of a sudden, the market starts to take off. And it doesn't stop. And the whole way up, people are probably saying, I'm going to wait for a pullback, 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 wait for a pullback. And it never damn pulls back. You know, it could be quick, even during the worst times. Even during the worst times in the damn market. But we got to wait for the Captain Old Little Fetty. The little Fetty poo. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to wait for a Fed pivot. We got to wait for the market to expect a Fed pivot. It's not about when the Fed pivots. It's about when does the market expect the Fed to pivot. That's the big thing we got to wait for. Most people will just wait for the pivot, and based off history, you actually dump on the pivot. You know, when does the market expect to pivot? That's the big thing we got to wait for. Let me see. Let's do this poll though. We got, when did you purchase your first Bitcoin? Look at 2022. Isn't this telling? Isn't this telling? 2022, there should be a sort of, think about this for a second. There should be sort of a recency bias, right? It's 2022. You would think if everything was equal, more people would buy in 2022. But if you actually look at this poll is telling. When did you purchase your first Bitcoin? We got 12% of people who bought their first Bitcoin in 2022. That is crazy to me. That is crazy. You know what I mean? This poll is so telling. We got the most people who bought in 2021 and the least people who bought in 2022, despite the fact that 2022 is this year and we've already gone through a whole year. That is telling. Telling. Woo! Man. That is super, super telling. That means you got no new people coming to the market and buying, which is what I always like to say is new people getting at the highs. No? Let's see. Money gone in 2022? True. SBF doing... Who is that SBF is saying this, man? That's awesome. That's awesome. You see SBF in the chat just talking shit. Let's see. Wrapping up, or are we going to be on here when I get back? What is it, 8 o'clock? I'll probably end up calling it pretty soon here. Bitcoin looks like it is trying to hold this level at the current moment. So, same thing with the Ethereum. Ethereum right now is kind of holding up at the, I guess this actually didn't even come and test this down there. It's upward support line here. So, let's see what we got. Bitcoin right now holding the line. This is the level I guess in the short term I want to see Bitcoin hold. I'm looking for two options. I always got two options. I'm not pigeonholed to one option. I'm looking for a bounce here on Bitcoin to come up and take this vector. And not take the vector, but take the wick. And then a retrace. Or option number two, I'm looking for a pullback to 17K and then the move up. And from that point, I think you'll have a little bit more juice to try up higher. But these are my two scenarios here. I don't think you dump past 17K without a bounce. I don't think you do. Just my take. Most people would say, oh, we're going straight down to zero. The way the stock market looks, it makes sense why you think that. But I also see a gap here on the S&P, which doesn't necessarily mean you have to come up and take it. But I still think the S&P kind of does like, whoop, 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 and then comes down. We'll see. We'll see. We're at a very interesting point in the market, right? Because 2 days ago, everyone was bullish. Nothing changed. And you sort of got 1 day of red, and now everyone's bearish now. You know? So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the market plays out. Today was a complete overreaction, in my opinion. Complete. What is this? Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, nice. We got a sewing machine. Sewing machine. Yeah, guys, I'm going to sew a new Santa hat. New sewing machine. Woohoo! Pump music. No, Vitalik Clappy. I sew, guys. I do. Very manly. Look at me. It is. Hey, hey. The charts be a fickle hoe. That describes it perfectly. Describes it perfectly. Crafty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. This is what it is. Let's see. Before you go tonight, just wanted to say this is one of my top 3 favorite crypto channels. You do a good job. Thanks for all you do. I mean, I just come on here and talk. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for listening to me just, I guess, ramble about nonsense and about sewing machines. About sewing machines. Very manly. Where the hell are you guys sewing? Does any guys in here sew? Let me know. I doubt it. I doubt it. Futures are slightly green. Ah, yeah, they're slightly green. It's up 0.01%. Would I call that slightly green? No. The DXY is down, though. The DXY is down. I'm interested to see what happens with the DXY. Does the DXY break up, straight up from tomorrow? Or does the DXY come back down, test the wedge one more time, ultimately test this 103 level we've been looking for, and then try to come up? That sort of goes. I always look at the DXY when I want to know what Bitcoin's going to do. And this is why I have 2 options for Bitcoin. If the DXY breaks up tomorrow, Bitcoin's going to at least 1,700. And I do think it gets a bounce from there ultimately. But if this gets rejected tomorrow and starts coming back down, I could see the DXY coming down one more time, testing the lows at 103. But ultimately, this DXY chart looks pretty bullish. Looks pretty bullish to me. I'm not gonna lie, right? As much as I want this to continue down, this looks pretty bullish to me. If you want honesty, if you want Moonboy Hopium, I mean, there's always I am George. We're all George. Today, guys. But I guess I'm not gonna give you that hopium if I don't think the chart looks that way. Oh man, do stitches count as sewing? No, I don't think so. I need a new Santa hat. Shit, man. I think I'm gonna get a new Santa hat. And who said who wants it? Was it Shane? I think Shane wanted the Santa hat. But yeah, Shane gets the Santa hat because he asked first. I know all you guys want the Santa hat. I think I might get a new one, even though this one's lucky. You know? But this one is just like going to pieces here. This one was like, pretty sure this was free. You know? I'm pretty sure this was freaking free. I think Matic's gonna make it a good move. Yeah, I'm not too worried about altcoins right now. Altcoins seem to be in a tough spot because the Bitcoin dominance also looks like it wants to come up too. You know, like if we go over here to the BTC dominance, that looks primed to come up as well. Let me just look up right here. The Bitcoin dominance. So the Bitcoin dominance we know is sort of at this crossroads too, right? It's kind of like an oscillator, right? Bitcoin goes up, altcoins, Bitcoin, altcoins, Bitcoin. It's been altcoins since June, really. Is it Bitcoin's time to shine here? You know? And that's why, like, at the lows here, I always think it's more important to look at Bitcoin charts, but this even makes it even more important to look at Bitcoin. Because this looks like, at least in the short term, Bitcoin will outpace altcoins. At least in the short term. We'll see. We'll see. Doesn't mean altcoins go down. Just means that Bitcoin goes up more than altcoins. That's at least what I see. It looks like a big W formation that wants to come up. Right? 1 hit, 2 hits. This looks like a big. Look at this butt. Looks like a big butt. Oh yeah, the Bitcoin dominance got a big old butt. Oh yeah. Look at that butt, man. Looks like just a big piece of poop wants to come out. Come on, one more time. One more time. Ah, screw it. It's not going to play. Screw it. Take soggy viddies. This is soggy. Discord link's expired. Man, no one wants to post the Discord link because everyone wants to win. Hold on. Let me reopen here. Let's get a new link. Hold up. Let me go over here. Let's get a new link. Hold up. Hold up. Let me get a new linky. I'll get a new link. Let's go over here. Let's click on this. Let's click on invite people. Let's click on edit invite link. Let's generate a new link. Let's copy link. There we go. Boom. Discord. 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 Get in the Discord, man. Get in the Discord. If you want to win the little old giveaway today. Get in the Discord, man. Jordan waits for the top to shill. No, man. Listen, man. I give myself a good amount of credit. Not that I've never shilled, but I give myself a lot of credit. I shill less than anyone in this space. I give myself a little credit. Not that I've never done it. I've certainly done it in the past, and there probably will be a future where maybe I do it again. But, let's be honest. But I shill less than anyone in this space. Maybe I shill ETH a little bit, because I love ETH. ETH is like my little baby, man. ETH is my little baby. It's such a nice little diamond. How could you not love how could you not love the little diamond of Ethereum? The little whoop, whoop. You can't. The logo is the best, and it's the best crypto. It is what it is. So I will keep shilling ETH. If you don't like the shill of ETH, well, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. All right. Let's see. John M. Used to be my wife. ETH, man, she was a headache. So she's too volatile. So we had to sort of cut ties with Ethereum. Way too volatile. She never wanted to retrace to the 0.618 Fibonacci. Always to the 786. Way too volatile for me. So we had to, let her go to the streets. Everyone gets ETH now. she's for the streets, as they would say. Everyone can have a piece of ETH. Mike said, "How is this giveaway working?" Basically, I'm gonna post in the Discord at a random time tonight. You won't know when. You will have no idea when I'm gonna post in the Discord. Okay? But as soon as I do, the first person who replies, we'll do this. The first person who replies, it doesn't have to be anything. You could just press reply and do a reply. Because sometimes, if there's multiple people in there waiting, you might do the emoji at the same time, and you'll have no idea who's first. The first person who replies wins. Okay? So make sure you reply to my reply first. Okay? Let's see. She belongs to the streets. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. ETH is the only girl that's okay being a hoe. You know why? Because the more people that buy her, the more her price goes up. You know what I'm saying? Jordan looks different. Yeah, I'm an elf now. You didn't know? It's Christmas time. All right. I think I'm going to call it a stream here. Let me post the Discord link. Guys, you won't know when I'm in there. You won't know when I'm in there. It could be right now. It could be an hour from now. You'll have no idea. I'm telling you right now. You'll have zero idea when I'm in there. Okay? I'm going to pop in like hot sauce. You won't have any idea when I pop in there. Zero clue when I pop in there. Okay? So just wait. Just wait. I will pop in there. Okay? And we're going to be popping and locking like we're in there. Okay? I'll catch you guys later, though. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:45. Let's hope for some price action. At the end of the day, just kind of we're back in the stupid range. It is what it is. Well, let's wait another day. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. Adios. And it's almost Christmas time, man. 10 days till Christmas. Let's hope for no snow on Christmas Eve. Okay? Let's hope for no snow. Peace. Later. Adios. But we do have an idea. It'll be tonight. Kind of narrows it down to just a few hours. Yeah, it'll be tonight. All right. Later. Peace.